So what's the class today about? Today's class is about the area of accounting. Today we'll be talking about the basics of accounting, and we'll be also talking about the basic accounting standards as well, and along with this we'll be talking about the area of accounting cycle, that is journal, ledger, trial balance, right? So let's continue and talk about what we are going to talk. The going concern concept means that if I talk about the going concern concept, it means the concept which says that point number A, the process of the firm are enough to sustain its operations. The owners of the firms are different than the firm. Then the firm will be continuing the operation at least in the near future, or the business of the firm relates to the segment which is going well. When we talk about the term going concern means in the near future, if we see, not the very far one, I would say, because I cannot predict what is going to happen in the next 15 years, 20 years. But in the current scenario, what I feel is that the business is going to continue. It is going to thrive, or it is going to grow further. So growing concern, or the going concern, is an organization which says that it is going to continue in at least the coming future. The firm will be continuing in operation at least in the near future. That is, the firm will be continuing in operation at least in the near future. Here comes the question. Accounting standards are statements prescribed by. Who prescribes the accounting standards, everyone? The accounting standards are given by central government, ICAI, SEBI, or the Institute of Cost Accountants of India. All the accounting standards are given by ICAI, Institute of Chartered Accountant of India. If ICAI prepares all these accounting standards, earlier they used to prepare under Accounting Standards Board, now they prepare under NEFRA, that is National Financial Reporting Authority. Earlier they had given AS, now they have given IND AS. IND AS are those AS which are as per the IFRS, International Financial Reporting Standards. So we wanted to match up with the what is happening in the market today at the international level. That's why we decided to introduce IND AS, right? So let's talk about the next topic there. The correct answer is B, Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. Next question. Which of the following is or are the main principle of double entry system? Okay, I think now the question would be visible in a better way. Every business transaction there, how do we talk about it? Every business transaction has two aspects. One is receiving, one is giving. Every hand side is always equal to right hand side. If you put 10 rupees in the books of accounts, you will always spend 10 rupees, no? That's the rule. So in this case, the correct answer is all of the above. Next question. What is the need to bring in the standardization in accounting principles? Why is there a need to standardize the accounting principles? To bring in consistency, to ensure transparency, to be comparable, or all of the above? What is the need to bring standardization in the accounting principles? See, accounting principles were introduced because of only one reason: principles, concepts, assumptions, so that there can be uniformity. Think about it, everybody was following their own rules. None of them made their books of accounts comparable to another, right? So what happened is, when they followed the accounting principles, they bought all the three things. Number one, it maintained consistency because everybody started doing the work in a similar manner. Then it brought transparency. Transparency means whatever everybody is doing, whatever is everybody following, It is clear to you. Then, to be comparable, when we all follow the same methods, what will happen? We become comparable. So the answer is all of the above. Done? Now let's look at the next question. Which of the following statements about cash book is not correct? Okay, visible now? It keeps all the current cash transactions. That means it records cash receipts and cash payments. That is true. When I make the cash book, if this is my cash book, everyone, this is my cash book. When I receive money, this is called cash receipt. When I pay, it is cash payment. It keeps the records of all cash transactions, cash receipts and cash payments. It is divided into two sides, debit and credit. That is also two. This is called the debit side and this one is called the credit side. All the receipts are recorded in the credit side. Now that is point which is wrong. The receipts are on the debit side because cash book follows the rule debit what comes in, since it's a real account, and credit what goes out. So technically both the points which are given in this C point are wrong. Then it is a journal as well as ledger. True, it is the first book or the primary book as well as it's a journal as well. So in this case A, B and D are correct while C is wrong. And not only wrong, it is absolutely wrong. Done? Now let's look at the next question. Which one of the following is not a part of accounting cycle? Preparing, recording, classifying, summarizing. Preparing means to prepare all the details. Record means to note down everything. And classifying is dividing it into different accounts. And summarizing means collecting everything together and telling them what are we doing with the books of accounts. Right? Done? So according to you, what would be the correct answer? When we try to find out which one is not a part of accounting cycle, see, the point is the correct answer is preparing. Recording is a part of it. Recording is journalizing. This is ledger and this is trial balance. But there is nothing called preparing in the accounting cycle. So in this case the correct answer is that all three, that is B, C and D, are a part of accounting cycle while A isn't. So the correct answer is, in this case, A was the only thing that was wrong. Now the next point. Which of the following statements regarding the journal and the ledger is not correct? Which one among the following is not correct, everyone? The term posting means transferring the debit from the journal to the respective accounts in the ledger. The journal is a book of chronological records, while the ledger is a book for analytical record. And the last one, the ledger is the book of first entry. Number one, ledger is not the book of first entry. It is basically the secondary book. First book is always journal. Second book is ledger. So in this case, D, the ledger is the book of first entry, is totally wrong. That means all three are correct? Yes, that means all three are correct. So in this case the correct answer is gonna be, we are looking forward to something which is already wrong, which is not correct. So that is D. The ledger is the book of first entry. Next question. In any limited company, company account is an example of nominal account, natural personal account, then artificial personal account, or representative personal account. What would be the correct answer in this case? Any limited company in example of nominal account, natural personal account, artificial personal, or representative personal. When we try to find out in case of a company is basically an artificial person, which is not like you and me, doesn't breathe, but it can buy any asset in its name. It can open up a bank account, it can open it can buy a property in its name, it can sue anyone, and it can be sued by anybody, right? So all these things exist. So in this case the correct answer would be, it's an artificial personal account. Next point, goodwill and trademarks are examples of intangible nominal account, personal account, or real account. Goodwill and trademarks. See, goodwill is something that I cannot touch, but do you know goodwill plays a very important role? For example, if you see two brands in the market, right? Let's say there's a brand A and there is a brand B. So both the brands are available in the market, but the point is A has been there in the market for years now. B has just been introduced. What will you do? You will buy that particular brand which you already know about. Your family has been buying it, your parents would have been buying it, or your family other members have recently bought it and they would have given you good reviews. So in this case, when we talk about goodwill is the reputation of that particular thing in the market. While if I talk about the trademarks are basically those marks which identify that the particular company is working in the market. So both of these things are basically identification of the particular company in the market itself. So according to this, what are we going to do? What is going to be the answer? A, B, C, or D? Goodwill and trademarks, they are assets, but they are intangible assets. But there is nothing called intangible nominal account. Nominal account is for expense and incomes. So technically, I am going to put this out of window because there is nothing of that sort exist. Nominal account is for expense and incomes. It does not exist here. Personal account is for persons. Real account is for assets. So in this case, the correct answer is real account. Then, next question. The question relates to the area of bank reconciliation statement. Now, bank reconciliation statement is exactly what? But the bank reconciliation is a statement which is a fight between the cash book and the passbook over only one particular thing, that is both of them are recording things differently because of different timing altogether. There might be different, not only the timing, but they can also have different that one of them, for example, passbook knows that there is bank charges reduction, but the cash book doesn't know till the time the passbook doesn't arrive, right? So which one of the following is not a feature of bank reconciliation statement? BRS is helps in arriving the actual position of the bank balance, or BRS is prepared by the bank. No, it's not prepared by the bank, it's actually prepared by the accountant. So one particular point sorted. BRS will record any delays in clearing, and BRS helps in fraud detection of the checks. See, if I talk about bank reconciliation statement, it's a statement which helps us to find out the differences in the cash book and the passbook. Whenever there is a difference, we can sort out those differences, we can find those differences, and so in this case I would say the BRS helps in achieving the exact balance. That is true. We are looking forward to which is not a feature now. So this is not a feature. BRS is not prepared by the bank. BRS is actually prepared by the accountant of the company, who indicates that there is a difference coming up in the bank balance that you are seeing and the bank balance which the bank is seeing. Right? This is where bank reconciliation statement hits in. Whenever there is a mismatch between bank balance as per our books and the bank balance originally. So in this case there is only one wrong part, that is BRS is prepared by the bank. The banks do not prepare it. A bank statement is a copy of the customer's account in the bank's book, the cash column of the cash book, cash column of the bank book, or none of the above. The bank statement is basically only and only the one which is prepared by the bank, that is, it is the passbook. So in this case this is the particular customer's account in the bank. That means bank keeps all the details of the same. So in this case the correct answer is a customer's account in the bank's book. So one is customer account as per his accountants, and the same is also maintained by the bank account. At any point of time when they have a mismatch, then we try to find out where is the difference that is occurring. If there is a difference, then what is the reason? Once you know the difference, you will try to eradicate that particular thing. So in this case, this is bank reconciliation statement. Sometimes there are certain things that happen because the passbook knows about few things which we do not know about till the time we don't go to the bank and we update our passbooks, right? Sometimes we have to wait till that time. That is what is covered here. Done? Now let's look at the next question. Reconciliation of overcasting on receipt side of cash book increases the balance as per cash, increases the balance of the passbook, decreases the balance of cash book, or decreases the balance of the passbook. In this case, when we talk about reconciliation, we are trying to reconcile over overcasting. Overcasting means on the receipt side I have shown more receipts, which is definitely not good. If we have seen more receipts, then this is not good. So this will do what? If it is showing more receipts, then your balance in the cash book is more, and the balance in the passbook would be shown lesser than what you have shown in your books. So this is basically what will happen is when you are trying to reconcile, then the particular difference will be eradicated and this will decrease the balance in the cash book. Currently it is showing more, and later on it would be reduced just to manage or meet that particular amount. Right? So that's it for the day. I hope you know that your registration process has been extended for a few days, so you can check it out on the website or in the app for further details. Till then, let me show you where to go. You need to go to the area of Adda 24/7. This is where you need to go, that is www.adda247.com. As soon as you reach on to our website, that is www.adda247, you have to go down, and in this area you will find JAIIB and CIB. In the JAIIB and CIB vertical, what will you find? In the JAIIB and CIB vertical, this is where you will find all the options. First is we have JAIIB CIB Mahapak. Then we have JAIIB Mahapak as well, and Officers Adda Mahapak according to your requirements. JAIIB Mahapak would include only the JAIIB for this particular year, while JAIIB and CIB will include both the JAIIBs and the CIB examination. You just have to use the code August or AUG 77 to claim the discount, right? And at the same time, this is where you will find all these courses. Otherwise, what you can do is you can also take up the course in this area, JAIIB October 2023, and all the teachers, all the faculty classes are given here. Along with this, in this, what's gonna happen under the JAIIB Mahapack 2.0, you will get all the classes for JAIIB, right? While if you take up the Sankalp patch, in Sankalp patch you will get only the 4 subjects and the test series. So if you're looking forward to it, in JAIIB Mahapack you will get live classes, recorded classes, extra classes, revision batch that would be coming up. Then at the same time, we will also look forward towards the coverage of the basics for this examination as well. So in this case, it's gonna be a win-win situation. So kindly go ahead and check it out on our website or in our app, because officially what you can do is you can just use the code AUG77 and get the maximum discount. So I'll be meeting you tomorrow, everyone.